Hi guys, and welcome back to Love Me Beauty's channel, and today we'll be doing a really popular look, which is a Kylie Jenner inspired makeup tutorial. Okay, so before I prep the skin using the Marlin & Goetz Grapefruit Face Cleanser, and I also used the 24-hour Soothing and Rehydrating Fresh Mask from Nux. To prime the skin, I'm going to use a Mono Illuminating Primer. I'm just going to put a pea-sized amount on my hand. And with any foundation brush, I'm just going to apply it all over the face. And now I'm going to use a Duo Fiber brush just to blend it in. Now that I've primed the face, I'm going to go on with my foundation. I'm going to use the Luminous Silk Armani foundation in the shade 6. Any kind of dewy foundation will be good for the Kylie look. She has quite a dewy skin finish. Again, I'm just going to apply it roughly all over the face. I'm going to use a shade that's a little bit darker because I want to bronze her up a little bit. When it's roughly applied, I'm going to take my Beauty Blender by Real Techniques and making sure it's saturated and really wet, I'm just going to bounce it all over the skin to blend it in. So I'm just applying it lightly all over. Now that I've got a base, I'm going to go in with some concealer. Using an Hourglass concealer in Hidden Natural, I'm just going to conceal some of the darker areas of her skin. This is really good to hide any redness, say around the nose, sometimes just some discoloration by the mouth. And I'm going to use the flat end of my Beauty Blender just to push that in. Now for under the eyes, I recommend going 2 shades lighter than your foundation colour, and I'm going to use the Double Wear Concealer in Light Medium. Using a concealer brush, I'm just going to apply the concealer in a triangle shape coming down the face, so it really highlights this area of the face. I've seen Kylie do a tutorial and I've seen her that she brings down her concealer quite a lot. So once you brought it down, I'm going to get a Duo Fiber brush and just blend that in. Now I'm going to move on to the contour, and Kylie, as you know, likes a really heavily contoured look. So first of all, I'm going to go in with the Chanel Bronzing Makeup Base. I'm using a foundation brush. I'm just going to draw right underneath the cheekbones. And if you press on your cheekbones, you can feel just underneath the bone, and that's where you'll need to contour. So I'm just going to roughly draw on the contour now, and I'm going to blend it later. I'm also going to go across the head into the temples. Using my Duo Fiber brush, I'm just going to blend that out. Make sure you don't move your brush too much because you want your contour to stay in place. You just want to blend it so it sinks into the skin. Because Kylie likes a really heavily contour look, I'm going to go over this with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette. I'm going to go in with the middle brown shade. I'm just going to intensify it. So if you haven't done much contouring before, I'd really recommend using something that's quite matte and it doesn't have any shimmer or any orange to it, because then it will look like a natural shadow. I'm also going to go just underneath the jawline, and this just helps create a more defined jaw. I'm just going to add a bit of blush to bring a bit of colour to her face, and I'm going to use the Model Co Just Peachy Cream Blush. I like to apply cream blush with my fingers. Just smile. I'm just going to hit the top of the apples of the cheeks, and you only need a tiny amount of this product. In a little circular motions, just blend it into the skin. I only want a touch of colour for this look, so I'm not going to use a lot. Now for the highlighter, I'm going to use a NARS Albatross highlighting powder, and I always use a fan brush for highlighting. I like to go in downwards motions just on top of the cheekbones. I'm also going to put a little bit of highlighter just on the end of the nose. and just above the cupid's bow.
What does it do then?
Well, down the nose accentuates the middle and makes your nose look smaller, and on top of the lips it accentuates your lips so it makes it look bigger. Because I want quite a dramatic look, I'm going to add some Topshop Glow, and this is a cream highlighter, and I'm just going to apply it a tiny bit right to the tops of the cheekbones. And Kylie really likes to contour her nose. I'm just going to use the Anastasia palette again, and I'm going to go in with that cool brown tone, using a fluffy brush. I'm just going to go down the sides of the nose. Just that. And I'm just going to blend the contour up into the eye, because I'm going to blend that with the eyeshadow later. And if you've got a long nose, not saying that you do, and you want to shorten it, the way that you do it is that if you contour right underneath and create a fake shadow. This helps to make the nose seem shorter. Just make sure that it's all blended out, because you don't want anyone to know that you've got loads of powder on your nose. And using an angled eyebrow brush, I'm just going to collect the lighter colour. Kylie has quite a natural brow, but has quite an arch to it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start from underneath